Oh, look, another one. Oh, Anna, forgive the sins of the past. Let life find peace and tranquility. No one cares for Anna anymore. She's gone. Very grandiose the music is. You don't mind if I take this, do you? Title: Dreamjoy Memoir 5, Dreamjoy Secrecy. This movie is the 5th installment of the Dreamjoy Memoir series, which tells the story of Dreamville after its prosperity, where Clock and Old part ways to preserve the end of the town. Clock sets up Ville and begins review. This movie contains controversial topics and should be banned. The style of this movie deviates from the previous Clockboy pieces and has the potential to cause negative effects. A temporary ban is recommended and an interview should be arranged with the creator. Halt! Who goes there? The Pinacony Grand Theatre is currently closed to the public. Ah, but you see, I'm not the public. Wait, you look kind of familiar. Oh, I met you at the Clock Studios theme park before. You really have a thing for odd places, huh? Tell me who you are and I'll have you nabbed by the bloodhounds. Or I'll have you banned, not the end, okay? I'm one of the names on the Astro Express. I am the hero of Pinacony. I'm the legendary galactic baseballer. Nanashibito desu. That title. You're the grey-haired guest who has recently helped the family with the trouble, aren't you? Please forgive my rudeness earlier and allow me to reintroduce myself again. I'm Mimosa, a member of the Iris family. Aside from business liaisons, I'm also in charge of managing the film and television productions in Pinacony. Is there something you're looking for in the Bard Theatre? Yeah, I'm looking for an animation film reel. Animation? Oh, you must be talking about Dreamjoy Secrecy by Clock Studios. Ha! The names are indeed as helpful as they are described. You helped with the production of the 4 films recently released by Clock Studios, didn't you? Yes, I did. I'm very sorry, but I can't give you the reel of this film. The decision to ban it was made by Maven herself. Because its contents didn't comply with the family's standards, its director, the Watchmaker, needs to come forward with an explanation. I'm the director. No, the director of the film is the Watchmaker. I can possibly be anyone else. The Clockboy series has evolved to become something beyond a mere piece of work by the Watchmaker. It embodies the spirit of Pinacony and represents the image of a dream, joyful, pleasant, and harmonious. However, its creator keeps incorporating his own views and ideas into his works. Imagine that happening in a movie industry. Especially in this film. There are simply too many references to elements in the real world that it is ruining Clockboy's image. Mimosa's brows furrow as she speaks as though those words are triggered in a wound inside her. Are you okay? I think I'm gonna use the clock trigger on her. It's nothing. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my work. Please, just leave. Mimosa no longer pays attention to you. She stares at the film reels in the cabinet, lost in thought. Okay, time to become a clockwork Jedi. I'm not done with you yet. Why are you still sticking around? Even though you've done the family a favor, I can't allow you to keep interrupting my work. About that, I have a suggestion for you. Okay, she's calm. What should the current emotion, so what should I give her? Anger, happiness, or sadness? You know what? I kind of get the feeling that sadness may work, so I'm gonna go with sadness. Sad Mimosa. Looking disheartened, Mimosa retrieves the film reel from the cabinet. After all these years, he still stands by his decision right from the start. What a stubborn man. Well, sounds like you have a story to tell. No offense, but the way you wander around aimlessly reminds me of him, the watchmaker. Those memories are supposed to fade away, but since they now come to mind, I might as well share them with you. After all, he's your nameless senior. Believe it or not, I was once involved in the creation of Clockboy. Unlike other employees at Clock Studios, I draw the sketches at the secret place together with the watchmaker. Hey, cheers to you! He told me he wanted Clockboy to be a work that brought joy and hope to people, but it was a lie. That guy had a habit of adding unreasonable plots into the animation and didn't bother to explain how he came about those ideas. Despite my confusion, I worked for him and poured my heart and soul into my work. Every time I proposed new ideas for the project, he'd vehemently object to them. He didn't want anyone to interfere with its creation. He's just a selfish tyrant. I decided to leave him because of that. I wanted to look for a pure form of art that could bring true happiness to Pinakani, so I joined the Iris family. I still care a lot about Clockboy. I suggested that the family acquire its copyright to protect it. If the content created by Clock Studios continues to violate the family's standards, Clockboy could end up much worse than its current predicament. Is the family really that unforgiving? After all, it's the family that runs the dreamscape. Even a place with as much freedom as Pinakani has to go by rules. In Dreamjoy secrecy, Clockboy has a fallout with his companions and the plot takes on a darker turn. For the viewers who believe the animation carries an undenying meaning, this kind of content might encourage unnecessary speculation and conjecture, and we wouldn't want that, right? The harmony embraces diverse concepts, but not those that can lead to danger. The provocative nature of artistic work is far more formidable than you might imagine. Oh, trust me, I know how it works, but still. Artistic freedom. Lady Maven once said artists are as dangerous as history fictionologists. Their creations aren't about truth, instead they are about stirring up emotions, and no one can predict the impact of emotions. That is correct, and that is why I love art so much. The family isn't being unforgiving. As stated by the family head, the film should be banned provided that the watchmaker could come forward with an explanation. What kind of message is he trying to convey with Clockboy? Yeah. Is he trying to... I actually did the correct one, I actually stopped myself. Clockboy, yeah. Is he trying to create confusion, or does he have some kind of hidden agenda? Both. I know he's no longer around, and it's a shame, since we can never understand what he really thinks. I can let you have the film roll. Maybe he left something behind. Mimosa gazed at the film reel in her hands, looking lost in distant memories. You're right, that guy purely wouldn't abandon his work. I have to make a trip back to my homeland in search for the answers, and you are welcome to tag along. If you know the Watchmaker well, you'll surely know where I'm referring to. It's a place we can only access by doing something impossible in Dreamscape. I'm gonna get myself killed again. Okay, this one's getting a little bit longer. Fair enough. In the Dream Flux. How dare you come back, you traitful to Dreamflux Reef? Get out of Dreamflux Reef and go back to your family. Wait, Abimosa and Watchmakers? Can't believe you have the face to mention his name. Mr. Watchmaker raised you, and yet you side with his enemies. Mr. Watchmaker still thought about you in his twilight years. Didn't you feel ashamed of yourself? I'm very sorry. Do you think an apology is enough? We must teach you, ingrate, a lesson on the Watchmaker's behalf. Oi, don't resort to violence. My distinguished guest. Who are you? You don't look like a local. Must be an underling of that traitor. Just beat the two of them up. Okay. Let the record show I wanted to avoid conflict, but now your faces are meant to be broken. Bye bye, ghost. You ready, Yomi? Send him to the abyss. Okay, not done yet. Proper send him to the abyss. Well, it's a shame you had to die, my dear. No one's getting out of here alive. Ah, he's a tough one. Don't worry, I just asked Mr. Micah to be here. They're finished. Oh, Aridan, what's up? Mr. Micah, we're counting on you to punish the traitor and her underling. Ahoka! I'm sorry you have to go through this, my friend from Astro Express. Astro Express! Could that be Mr. Watchmakers? You guys should go, don't embarrass Dreamflux Reef anymore. Okay, let's bold. I think we've messed with the wrong person. No kidding. My apologies, Aridan and Mimosa. Are you guys alright? I'm fine. Brother. You two are siblings? Just like Mimosa, I'm also an orphan left by the Watchmaker. There are many more kids like us in Dreamflux Reef. When we get older, I chose to stay here in Dreamflag's Reef while Mimosa pursued the life she desired in Pinacony. By the way, how did the two of you meet? Because of the film reels left behind the watchmaker because of an unpleasant argument. Yeah, Dreamjoy Memoir. Yes, Pisa told me you were involved in the production of this film series. Did you run into any problems during the production? Mimosa used to work as the watchmaker's animation assistant here before, and she knows Clockboy's story like the back of her hand. If it's technical glitch, you can discuss it with her. No, the issue is more ideological than technical. I've watched the film reels father left behind at Clock Studios, and I wondered why he included the story about Dreamflag's Reef in the animation. If I can figure out why he did that, I can probably convince Lady Maven to lift the ban on the movie. After all she wants is an explanation. Maven is still as capricious as ever. If the watchmaker could hear this, I suppose he would laugh at the old friend of his. Seems like you still can let go of the past even after all this time. Come with me, he left you something. They're heading towards the graveyard. Well, let's follow them. I've been left behind. It seems like I'm a third wheel in this sibling story. Pop. I've healed up. Oh, brother. Why did you leave me alone? Are these letters from the watchmaker to me? Yeah, I couldn't find you, so I kept these letters here, thinking that you might find them where you visit. When you visit him. Now I can finally return them to you. 1, 2, 3 drops, tears fell onto the letter paper. Okay. Mine stubborn pony, how's life in the dream? When will you ever see this letter? I bet you're still mad for me for painting those ridiculous stories. Restricting your freedom to create, and yet I never explained my reasons for doing so. Perhaps you'll find it hard to accept my reasons, but I truly mean it. I wish to protect you and your aspiration. I know, ever since you were a child, you aspired to go into the idyllic dream above the dome to witness the dream chaser's happiness and to see smiles on the guest's face. That's because you're someone who loves to bring joy to others. That's why I'm afraid. I'm afraid the stories I wrote in my creation will tarnish this innocence. I hope that there's always a dream in your heart. I hope you'll never be skeptical of this world. But I figure it out now. You're a courageous and kind child. Your pure intent will not be crushed easily. Hence, I am now willing to be truthful and tell you the reason for creating Clockboy. It's because I do not want people to forget everything in their dreams. From the conflict in the prison to the countless catastrophes to the expansion of nightmares to the establishment of sweet dreams, along the way I've witnessed the people in the dream gradually coming to a standstill without looking back. They said the world outside of dreams is cruel and one should no longer look back at the sorrowful past in dreams. However, a pleasant dream must always move forward in a trail of blazing flame and look back, and so I put my pen to paper and rely on my childhood friends to help these precious memories for me. If sometime in the future, when all historians are covered in carrots and carols? Okay, histories are covered in carols. Historians. Ugh. And all coming days are buried in laughter and people can never wake up again, Clockboy might be the wake-up call to their existence. Oh yes, do you still remember? I secretly told you once that the brain of Clockboy is actually a compass that leads one to the future. And now this compass belongs to you. My past has already ended. Please use him to record your future. Love always, Mikhail Shar Legwork. Oh, Misha. What an amazing trailblazer. Father. He's not the perfect father, but he will always love him. Am I right, Mimosa? The watchmaker. Why didn't you let me know earlier? Mimosa, he had always wanted to protect you, so he chose not to tell you about his less than glamorous past. But if I had known about it earlier, I wouldn't have left Dreamflex Reef and abandoned Clockboy. To put in his words, that is the road you've chosen. Moreover, it isn't too late now, is it? Yes, it's not too late. I will request to meet Lady Maven immediately and tell her the watchmaker is only trying to document the history of Pinakani that shouldn't be forgotten. I believe she will understand such a reason. After all? It's nothing. She's a reasonable person, so don't worry about it. Mimosa, you're still as clever as you were when you were a child, getting things done promptly and decisively with a keen eye. I'm still not sure about that whole phrase. I wonder when he should be more clever. Just because you were a clever child doesn't mean you can be a clever adult. Alright, you can always catch up. What's important now is to get this movie successfully released. I understand it is undeniable that Clockboy can bring happiness to people. However, real happiness doesn't come from forgetting the sorrowful past, but from calmly embracing the past after experiencing the sorrow. Aridan, I'll think of a way to pass this film reel to the Clock Studios. Please, you must make sure it hits the screen. Oh, no problem with that. Okay. Kind of hoping... Well, not hoping, but expecting something to happen, but nope. Ginga Ranger. I still wonder who is Dr. Primitive. Sounds like a berserker. I kind of expect anything, but I kind of expect the Incredible Hulk. The Professor Hulk, actually. Hey, Mimosa's here. Why are you here again? Dreamjoy Memoir is now showing and the business of the Clock Studios is on the rise. There's no need for the family to be involved. Are you sure? Have you completed the final work? It's all because of the family interference. To think you can use this method to threaten us. How shameless. That's not true. Here, you can have this film reel. Huh? You must be on a tight schedule now, isn't it? Then stop wasting time. I'll also help with the animation later. What are you up to this time? I'm not going to fall for your trap. We'll wait for the director to be back. Yo, I'm back. Ah, director, you're back. Where did you go? What took you so long? I went to negotiate with Mimosa. Well, you're incredible. Just with a few words from you and she's person delivered the film reel to us. Let me explain. This is what happened. Mimosa briefly describes the two-piece watch. Okay, never mind. I see. There are so many stories behind Clockboy. Mr. Watchmaker, you're a great man. If that's the case, whether it's out of respect for the audience or to carry out the spirit of Mr. Watchmaker, Clock Studios promises to do its best and complete this last film of Dreamjoy Memoir. Director Aridan and consultant Mimosa from the Iris family, I'm counting on you two for the remaining work. My distinguished guest, let's finish up the Watchmaker's last work together. Are you ready? I am ready. 準備できた。 It's time for the last story. And the paycheck. Complete the editing of total of 4 endings in Dreamjoy Memoir. 9 endings I need to make. Okay, let's finish up the story. Prequel. We had a prequel? Weird. Dreamjoy Secrecy. This lucky scene, the lucky scene of this script is filmed through dreamy slots. Oh, okay. Lucky scene allows you to draw different results in dreamy slots, potentially granting a large amount of audience emotions. Story recap. Tall buildings rose within Dreamville and everything was gradually moving towards prosperity. Clockboy also immersed himself in the hustle and bustle, but beneath the bright lights and revelry, shadows were also growing. And a special feature, in the plot phase of this piece, there will be plot cards that require the continuous investment of the time dice to gain plot buffs. Let's just begin the edit. Starring Clockboy. Through the efforts of Clockboy and Old Man Wood, Dreamville becomes even more prosperous and a destination that tourists from all over the world wish to visit. Magnificent skyscrapers, a scenic nightscape of streaming colors and bustling crowds, the image in Clockboy's dream appears before his eyes. TikTok, the Dreamville today, is a stark contrast to its past state. Who would know this used to be a barren desert? But with the rising number of incoming tourists, they're running out of places to stay. We've resorted to building houses without any sound infrastructure plan. This won't do. TikTok, I think we need a hotel, a giant one that can house all the townsfolk and guests. Besides the hotel, we also need to build a fun amusement park with a garden that's got all sorts of plants and flowers, and a mall where you can buy anything you want. TikTok, just a mere thought of all this gets my gears all hyped up. Let's go, friends. Off we go to talk to Professor Owl about his ideas. Clockboy minds conjured a dazzling image of Dreamville. Now he wants to work with his companions and turn this scene into reality. The danger may have been quelled, but the road to rebuilding the town isn't that easy. Clockboy will have to contend with many challenges. TikTok. This target's a bit special, but I'm sure you can do it. Okay, so audience emotion sum higher than 95. Oh, okay, perfect. Clockboy visited Professor Owl and Old Man Wood. Together they discussed what the future held for Dreamville. Will obtain increased multiplier. No, actually no. They reach a consensus over their first goal, to build a beautiful hotel in Dreamville. TikTok, it must have more floors than there are seconds on a clock. Professor Owl enlisted the help of Lady Vermilion, the most beautiful origami bird, to build a town hotel. However, she demanded an exorbitant pay from Clockboy for her service. Research consensus is the same? Yeah, Lady Vermilion was over the moon and promised to do her best in building the hotel when Clockboy had the shopkeeper Leaf offer her plenty of gold coins. Chirp! Clockboy is loaded. Okay. During the hotel construction, some strange visitors would drop by and steal valuable building materials, hindering the construction progress. still? I guess 3127. Old Man Wood decided to curb the theft with an iron fist. Anyone who obstructed the hotel's construction will be made into part of the walls of the hotel. TikTok, permanent free accommodation. Wow, that's actually pretty. To gather the materials needed to build the town hotel, Clockboy wandered around in the wilderness and ran into a pack of robbers. No one came to Clockboy's aid and all his money was robbed. TikTok, Dreamville Secrets, security is in such a bad shape. Wait, was it? Weird. Okay, that's the times 4. 61. In appreciation of what Clockboy has done for Dreamville, Old Man Wood proposed that a large clock be placed in the middle of the hotel as a commemoration. Everyone accepted the proposal. They crafted an exquisite clock together and hung it in the hotel lobby. TikTok, I'm so flattered. Hehe. To promote the town hotel, Clockboy wrote to his friends on the Compass and asked for their help to make some promotional flyers and distribute them in other towns. Clockboy letter didn't reach the Compass. The crew was busy navigating the rough seas and all letters were swept away by the waves. TikTok, is there no signal on the ocean? It's 12, 16, yeah. Clockboy's letter did not reach. It's the same thing, but yeah, that boosts it. Although the town hotel had opened successfully, there weren't enough tourist attractions in Dreamville for the guests. All there was to see were countless skyscrapers. Clockboy has proposed the construction of 12 different streets in Dreamville to cater to guests with different preferences. TikTok, Professor Owl and Old Man Wood will approve the budget for this. I'm sure they will. To make way for the construction of the 12 streets, some buildings in the deserted town had to be demolished. Many townsfolk were reluctant to lose their homes. Old Man Wood promised those who had to relocate would get a 2-bedroom apartment suite for free on the Golden Street, the busiest street in town. You might not think this is a good deal now, but I'm sure you'll regret it in the future if you turn it down. As the construction of the 12 streets was completed, Old Man Wood was pleased with the result. He could tell Dreamville had a promising future. Okay, that's 31, 51, 47. Yeah, it's still the same thing. That's the best one. Midnight Street, Dondu Street, and Gilded Street showcase these streets with fascinating stories with the camera. Okay, after making some big bucks, Clockboy wanted to invest in a sector of Dreamville economy in a bid to be as rich as Shopkeeper Leaf. Okay, let's go. Super big price. Yep. I managed to pull it off. Yeah, I'm still already above that as well. So, as Dreamville became more prosperous, Clockboy made a fortune and became a tycoon. Good for him. Clockboy, who does not need to worry about survival, spends his day exploring the town and enjoying leisure time. TikTok, this kind of laid-back lifestyle is perfect. You're getting rusty there, Clockboy. Having gone through a phase of construction, Dreamville is now exploding with interest, wonder and amusement, akin to a beautiful dreamscape where mesmerized guests linger reluctant to leave. In the glamorous town hotel, an unending stream of guests throngs the lobby. They all hope to find their own happiness in Dreamville. TikTok, the Dreamville today is a stark contrast of its past state. Who would know this used to be a barren desert? They all believe that they can find their destiny here and treat this town like a dream, just as Brother Hanu envisioned. Did he though? Did he envision this? TikTok, but there are so many people in the town now. Will Old Man Wood really be able to handle them? I too wish to help him, but I'm not great at managing people. Hehe. Come friend, no need to overthink it. Let us first enjoy the heck out of this place. TikTok. Faced with a Dreamville full of fun and opportunity, Clockboy chooses to plunge into the River Lee, leaving his responsibilities at the back of his dial. There are more and more townsfolk, and Old Man Wood is getting overloaded with work. Beneath the neon lights of the town, a shadow grows. Let's continue. 3 times 2, it's still going to be the same. Clockboy took a long break in Dreamville, but his energetic clock movement was always rested. He starts craving new thrills. With the determination to create more legends in Dreamville, Clockboy's nimble hands start moving again. The Origami birds picked up Professor Owl's baton in extending the town's territory by constructing a nesting zone on the outskirts. Okay, that's 33, that's 34. Weird. The origami bird... Wait, is it? Oh, right, because it's better. Okay. The origami birds work peacefully in the nesting zone. No issues had cropped up. Chirp. Many newbies complain that life at the nesting site is too tough. If they can't even handle the new work there, I bet they can't cope with other jobs too. You get 113. No, 150. More and more tourists flock to the town and form the majority of the population of Dreamville. Unwilling to live by the rules set by the old townsfolk like Old Man Wood, they demanded to get involved in the town management every day. Old Man, okay. I put 3 times 6. 5 times 4. To maintain, okay, hold on, let me just double check this. 71, 59, 69. Yeah, definitely. To maintain peace in Dreamville, Old Man Wood stood his ground and rejected the request. The newcomers left disgruntled and started wreaking havoc in the streets. Everything they are enjoying now is brought about by their so-called enemies. Old Man Wood discovered that the history of Dreamville had been tampered with by Scammer Cup. Many proper stories were turned into jokes and many tragedies became comedies. Clockie advised Old Man Wood not to be bothered by it. People should enjoy life in Dreamville instead of dwelling in the past. TikTok, the past isn't the present. Just move on already. Will obtain multiplier. The amicable Miss Note arrived in Dreamville, gathering the attention of the townsfolk with her beauty and mellow voice. However, Uncle Piano was jealous of her popularity. 3 times 4 is 12. Uncle Piano only allowed Miss Note to sing along piano songs, but even so, the charisma of her voice wasn't affected by the simple tune. Miss Note, please sing, please bring me home, I can be your servant. Seriously? Seeing Dreamville developing into a wealthy and bustling place, Boston surprisingly extended an olive branch to Dreamville. 83, 81, yeah. Old Man Wood accepted Boston's offer to make peace for the time being. Dreamville became even busier after breaking free from Boston's control. One can never... Dang it. One can never have too many friends and too few enemies. Working with our enemies, this is unheard of. Realizing their efforts were in vain, the rebels decided to show Old Man Wood their might. Okay, this goes here. The rebels brought monsters from outside into the town, leaving the streets in pandemonium. Hado's underlings who stayed in Dreamville all rushed out to the streets to maintain order. Wait, who's guarding the hotel now? Okay, hold on, let's... 8 times 3, it's 24. 4 times 7. 28. Okay, that's better. The rebels sprinkled poison all over the flower fields, causing the flowers to grow scary forms that started hurting the innocent. Miss Note put herself before the townsfolk. She tried awakening the unruly flowers, but their thorns hurt her sparkling eyes. La la la. Never mind, I can sing without using my eyes. Clockboy hurried to the chaotic streets only to find everything ablaze. He needed to find a way to end the mayhem. Clockie drove his ship into the town and poured the seawater from Blue Street all over the streets, extinguishing the fire. TikTok, why am I always putting out fires in Dreamville? Yeah, that's not the one. We've reached 159 though. Okay, let's play a game again. Again. Super big prize. Okay, and another story has passed, and Pinakani is still in problems. As people in Dreamville indulged in a lavish lifestyle, they grew drowsy under the shade of the tree canopy. Meanwhile, Old Man Wood's branches continued to spread, wrapping around everyone's heart. Finding the situation in Dreamville worrisome, Clockboy pledged to bring everyone to their senses. TikTok, everyone, clock has stopped turning. Hurry up and wind them up. We're almost done. Chapter 3, 6 acts total. Old Man Wood's tendrils have the entire Dreamville in a stranglehold. No resident will ever be able to oppose his ideas. But the townfolk seem to care for Old Man Wood's ambition. They are only concerned with the future and happiness that Dreamville brings. But Clockboy doesn't think so. He will never allow Dreamville to fall into such a decadence. TikTok, Old Man Wood has changed. He doesn't care about Dreamville's future at all. We had a pact in the past for Dreamville to be filled with the laughter from our hearts, but now everyone is just smiling like a vapid fools in their dreams. TikTok, I must rouse Old Man Wood and the townsfolk from their follies, even if the entire town turns on me. Let's go, friend. We cannot allow Old Man Wood's wanton ways to continue. Clockboy leaves the flourishing dream and returns to his ruined former home. He believes himself to be lucid that one day he will bring this clarity to everyone in the town as well. One day. Dreamville began its downfall, refusing to accept that kind of future Clockboy needed to wake everyone up. So Dreamville began its downfall, refusing to accept that kind of future Clockboy needed to wake everyone up. Clockboy reconnected with his old friends, hoping to make them see Old Man Wood's mistake. TikTok, guys, this isn't the town you like, right? Clockboy found Hanu's underlings on the Serenity Street, but they didn't respond to him with much enthusiasm, as they were already under the sway of Shadow Dog. Clockboy tried to persuade them, but Black Dog drove them out of Serenity Street. Still home of Hanu's old underlings were moved by Clockboy's... still some of Hanu's old underlings were moved by Clockboy's words and offered to provide him with intel. TikTok, Hanu will be proud of you guys. So it's 74-25, 17-27. Connected. Okay, what about this one? Clockboy tried to persuade them. Hanu will be devastated if he finds out about this. Tried to persuade him, but his actions only drew suspicion and nearly got him captured. TikTok, Hanu will be devastated if he finds out about this. This is better. It worked. You get 250, okay. Clockboy found Miss Note in the flower fields. She didn't resonate with Clockboy's concern, thinking Dreamville was in good shape. Okay. Miss Note contemplates the issue Clockie raised, but when she realized Clockboy did not propose a solution, she had no choice but to brush him away with her singing voice. La la la! Clockboy, you need to start by figuring out a solution when you stumble across an issue. That is correct. Clockboy visited shopkeeper Leaf and Mr. Soda on the Gilded Street, but they reassured Clockboy that everything would be fine, seeing how prosperous Dreamville was at the moment. Shopkeeper Leaf and Mr. Soda changed the subject on the conversation, presenting various business collaboration proposals to Clockboy. However, those ideas would only exacerbate Dreamville's decline. TikTok, the winning odds of this golden capsule machine will bankrupt the people. It's 103, 101, 97. Yeah, no. There we go. Just playing along. Clockie made his way to Dondew Hut, hoping to have a chat with Old Man Wood. He was undecided whether he should enter through the front door or just sneak in. Clockboy entered through the front door but was ousted by the guards. You need an appointment to see Old Man Wood. The next available slot is 500 years from now. Great, that was a drama. Clockboy returned to the abandoned old site of Dreamville, where the people were living a tough yet liberated life, impervious to the madness of town. Clockboy was determined to revamp the rundown neighborhood to bring happiness to the people there. TikTok, if being weakened and had to be painful, then no one would ever want to wake up. Wakened, not weakened. I just can't read again. Oh, right, I forgot it. Clockboy hosted a ball on the Blue Street. The grant even attracted a dense crowd of tourists and townsfolk. That's 151. What if I switch it? 145. Okay. Clockboy made a quiet entrance at the ball and invited curious guests to dance. While dancing, he revealed some secrets about Dreamville to them, and rumors started spreading like wildfire from the ball to the entire Dreamville. TikTok, do you know that Clockboy has hidden a treasure in Dreamville? Cool. Running into... Okay, perfect. Old Man Wood found out about Rouseville and issued Clockboy a warning. Clockboy ignored the warning and is bent on waking up Old Man Wood. TikTok, I'm your alarm clock. Clockboy kicked off renovations of his old residence. Dr. Blues, one of the origami birds, joined Clockboy and started to revamp the entire neighborhood. Clockboy named the place Rouseville, hoping more and more people would wake up and come here. TikTok, this is how Dreamville used to look like in the beginning. Did you all forget about it? Okay, 149, yeah, this is better. 141, 137. Yeah, I'm just playing around. Continue. Okay, the population of Rouseville was growing, but Old Man Wood's branches kept encroaching the village borders. Due to the worsening living conditions, many chose to return to Dreamville. Clockie used his savings to help found everyone to reconstruct Rouseville. TikTok, but those who have left won't come back. As Clockboy dug deeper into Dreamville's secrets, he found out that Old Man Wood is stealing everyone's emotions with his branches to repair the collapsing street. I guess, okay. Clockboy reluctantly consents to Old Man Wood actions because he can't come up with a better way to rescue the town. TikTok, I'll surely figure out something. When that time comes, I'll stop him. Many of the townsfolk have lost the gears in their hearts, idling their time away in Dreamville. This seems to be a part of Old Man Wood's plan. We reached it. Clockboy helped those who lost their parts to rediscover themselves with the gears he collected in the past. TikTok, and this is clockwork. Clock trick. 146, 106, 109. No, wait, that wasn't. What? No, there we go, that's the better one. Continue. Okay, now we can play. Come on, big money. No, super big price. I'm not reaching that one. Continue. Yeah, we did well. Despite Clockboy's numerous efforts, Dreamville still didn't change much. Decadent desires still festered in the shade of Old Man Wood's canopy. Clockboy was exhausted and his hands slowly rust. The story of Dreamville was coming to an end. TikTok, the past is like a dream. Compass undead. Clockboy's pranks cause excruciating headaches for Old Man Wood, but Dreamville has not changed because of his antics. Old Man Wood's seedlings litter the fields, his tendrils wrap around numerous corrupted hearts, with the townsfolk drifting in and out between dream and reality in sunken luxuriant extravagance. So, has Clockboy failed? TikTok. My friend, I'm sorry. Dreamville remains the way it has been. I have no way to change it. TikTok, I'm so sleepy, so tired. I really want to rest. Clockboy's hands tick slower and slower. Images from the voyages of the past appearing before his eyes. TikTok, can the Scammer Cup really protect Roosevelt? Will Hamster Ball Night still clinch the championship next time? Can Miss Note sing the most beautiful song that beats from her heart? Will Brother Hanu return to protect the town? Will Shopkeeper Leaf sell things that shouldn't be sold? Will Old Man Wood remember his original promise? TikTok, Master Hat, Armchair Boy, Mirror Princess, Captain Revolver, where's their compass sailing to now? TikTok, the compass, that's it, the compass! Friend, the compass will return again someday. When that time comes, the other crew members will come help us. Wait till they come to Dreamville. I'll definitely regale them with Watch City's past, the compass's adventures, and everything that's happened in Dreamville. They'll definitely love the stories. TikTok, I'll surely wait for you all, new crew members of the compass. Clockboy's spirits are invigorated once more. His hands begin to tick again. In the days to come, he will still protect Roseville's villagers, cause trouble for Old Man Wood, and be wary of the covetous Boss Stone. Clockboy has fought his through. When the new crew of the Compass takes care of Dreamville's crisis, he will definitely board the ship again and go on even more adventures. TikTok, that day will definitely come. Dreamville's dream will one day awaken, and the compass needle will point towards his next destination. Dreamjoy Memoir, the end. But Dreamville's story will never end. Damn. So that's the story of the Dreamville, as told by the watchmaker. Whoa! What is Burkhill doing here? Oh, okay. Hanabi! Look, that's Clockie's latest film. Hey, it's a baseball bat. Okay. Come on, take me. Hey, look at that! Okay, we're definitely watching this. I'm not clicking anything. I'm not gonna lie, good animation. Hey, it's the Astral Express, the compass, whatever. Also, I definitely saw Mitsuki in the past. Yeah, he's here. Huh? Oh no, it's a queue. Oh. Okay, we're back to this. Okay, Clockboy's latest film. It has been such a long time since I watched animation in the theme park. How nostalgic. That's a good animation, by the way, I gotta say. Very old school, and I'm the baseball bat. Clockboy is he's the galactic... Hey, I am on this picture as well. Great. Good for him. It's been such a long time since I watched animation in the theme park. How nostalgic. Director, look, the theme park is filled with all kinds of people, distinguished requests, young dream chasers, honored members of the family, and they are all here for the movie. If the watchmaker were to witness this, he'd be super glad. Thank you so much for your hard work. Right, I wonder if the watchmaker's message managed to get past to the audience. Director, can you ask the viewers for their opinions? Yorokonde. Sateto. Who should we start with? I have two questions for you. Number one, what's your opinion on the film? Number two, what's with all the buttons you're passing about? Hey, grey hair, is this your animation? Not bad. So what do you think of this movie? Well, I've got high aesthetic standards. This dreamscape is always showing boring tragedies, typical comedies, mundane soap operas, and a bunch of sleep-inducing films. But I've got to say, this movie is not bad at all. At least it contributes something less boring to this world, and it doesn't make me doze even in the dream. Then again, every performance has its own intention. I'm sure the story of this movie isn't that simple. Am I right, grey hair? I have a nickname for her, from her. Hey, you're right. Shh, don't tell me. Let me make a guess. I believe there are going to be all sorts of interpretations for the movie in due time, and no one will know which is the truth. That'll make things more interesting. I agree. I wasn't about to tell you. Am I starting to develop like a different opinion for Hanabi? Black Swan. Hi. Aridan, this is a great movie. I like it very much. So, what are your thoughts? I normally don't watch animations. I prefer real-life accounts over created stories. But this movie is different. I can tell that there are secrets hidden behind these stories. A lengthy account of an untold story, perhaps. Indeed. To use such a method to document the past is interesting. It reminds me of a memo keeper who also loves to record their memories on the camera. Chotomate? Chotomate? A memo keeper who records their memories on the camera? Another hint at the remembrance path being unlocked for Mitsuki? Or am I reading too much into it? Is this a red herring? Aridan, memories are records of the past and prophecies of the future. I hope you and the Watchmaker's work can shift the future of this dream. No, I'm definitely reading this. Mitsuki is gonna have a path of remembrance as a 5-star, and she is a memo keeper. That wasn't on my bingo card before, but yeah, now it is, so. Sumi. Wait, who else is there? Oh, Boothill. Why are you here even? You into animation, my friend? Aridan, is that you? You cooked up this film. Hot digitally fudge. That's one mighty fine work, just so peak. Well, I'll be hornswoggled. I reckon them clock heads were for young guns fresh off the trade. Turns out they sure did a fine job of them. How would you rate this movie? Fudge. It's the fudging best. That's what I used actually. Was yeah. The My Little Pony way of saying the word F-U-C-K. Okay. What do you mean? Hot fudge. What I mean is you all did mighty fine, especially that Captain Revolver, darn handsome as a wild stallion. Oh, my great director, I'm now a fan of yours. Please make more fudging awesome films like this one. Great, I have a fan now. The audience is pleased. Even they can discern the deeper meaning behind the movie itself is quite fun. You're right, for viewers who are here to seek entertainment, the movie is just an animation, but if someone can decipher the hidden message behind the camera work, performance, story, or even single line of dialogue, then they will be able to meet the watchmaker's soul and listen to the past dreams. Hey, what do you all think? As the movie scenes played before my eyes, I could see the watchmaker poring over his work before a desk. I could tell that they amended some stories in the movie based on my past suggestions. I grew up watching Clockboy 2, and I have always wanted to see Dreamflux Reef in the animation, and today I'm finally able to see our Roseville. That's all I wanted. Thank you for letting these stories hit the screen, distinguished guest. I have requested it from Lady Maven. From today onward, I will assist Clock Studios in their steady development as a consultant and keep the hands of Clockboy turning. I'm sure it will continue turning. I want to thank you too, Aridan. With the help of this movie, I'm sure more people will pick up the forgotten past, ignite the flame of wakefulness within them, and brighten their future. I'm sure the watchmaker will be pleased to see such a future. Okay. Where is pizza? The most important people seem to enjoy it. Director Aridan, what do the viewers think? Positive reviews all around. High ratings. That's for sure. This movie is arguably the best work of Clockboy in the past 500 years. Director, working with you is the returning to the golden age of Clock Studios, when I was still working with the watchmaker and continuing the adventures of Clockboy alongside him. Now that I think about it, we were actually engraving the history of Pinakani. I understand why Mr. Watchmaker chose to hide it from everyone. After all, how could the creation of this work bring so much joy if everyone was under such pressure to create it? Clock Studios will continue to move forward with this mission. It will watch over the dream until everyone has the right to wake up from the dream. So, with the release of the last movie, the story of Dreamjoy Memoir has also come to an end for now. Thank you for your hard work. Let's do 100 more movies. Well, we're actually planning on combining the 5 stories from Dreamjoy Memoir to create a super extended version of the movie for our audience to watch for a long time. Who the hell are you, Zack Snyder? I don't need like another version of the 5th prolonged version of Rebel Moon. Or Zack Snyder Justice League the super extended director's cut 5-hour special. It is also a huge project. If you're interested in continuing as our director, you're always welcome to come back and be a part of the production. Oh, right, when our movie is a hit, the renowned So Glad hopes to use Clockboy's image as their spokesperson to help them shoot a set of commercials. They've especially invited you to be the director of this commercial. You should go assist if you're free. Your directorial skills will surely be elevated to the next level of this project. I don't think that working on a commercial is gonna elevate my skills, but... Now then, dear director, on behalf of Clock Studios, I salute you. We'll never forget all the hard work you put for Mr. Watchmaker and the Clockboy series. Clock-styled ending. Wonderful, all the classic endings for Dreamjoy Memoir have been released. You can continue to explore the film's special endings, complete commercials, extras, or challenge the anthology edits. Perfect, let's do that. Before that, let's talk to Pista a little bit. Director, you're back. Do you want to do some FM editing? Yes, please. Okay. So I uncovered every part of the light cone. Perfect. Complete the adventure mission Stopped Clock to obtain the light cone for tomorrow's journey. Check. Increase your Dreamjoy Memoir editing progress to obtain the light cone superimposition material Clockwork Inspirational Notebook. Check, 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 check! Limited time rewards. Still doing this. Complete the editing of Dreamjoy Secrecy Classic Ending in Dreamjoy Memoir. Claim. Participate in the editing of the Dreamjoy Memoir Anthology one time. What's Anthology? The Anthology of the Dreamjoy Memoir complete series that will be screening in all major theaters. The director's skill will be tested in their ability to produce films of considerable length. The anthology will be continuously screened in theaters without an ending, each act delivering a higher audience score. This is a movie that never ends. Let's start it. The more storylines you successfully edit, the more satisfied the audience will be and the higher the audience rating will climb. When editing, you can exit at any time and finalize your current audience rating. I don't really want to read this one. I'm just gonna leave it to the viewers of this one. Okay, this is before. What do I have more? Continue. Ah, 200. Actually, no. What the hedge? Just gonna go to... And that's that. 5 endings in Dreamjoy Memoir. In the editing of Dreamjoy Memoir. Okay. Let's do this. I am a moron. That's that. I'm done. Whatever. Well, that's it for film editing. We have done this one? I think I did. Okay. And so now we might decide to actually record the endings of those remaining So Glad advertisements. So, I remember this bottle of So Glad. It was a long time ago when I first met with the origami bird. Clock boy, why do you look so dejected? Chirp. I lost something very important to me. Please help me, origami bird. No problem, clock boy. What did you lose? Chirp. Is it the icy cold and refreshing ice So Glad? Chirp, chirp. Yes, yes. Or is it the bubbly, uniquely flavored explosion So Glad? Chirp, chirp. That too, that too. Or maybe it's the most classic, get loved by all, the classic So Glad. Chirp. All of them, the 3 bottles are all mine. Great little clock boy. Origami birds see all. You only dropped an empty bottle. Chirp. It's true, I only threw out an empty bottle, but that bottle still had a sip of classic So Glad left. Another commercial ended. Screw capitalism, I guess. Listen, there's a sound of unlocking coming from the depths of the house. We've solved Boss Stone's puzzle. Mr. Soda's cell door is unlocked. That's great. Brother Hano is over there rescuing the trapped townspeople. We'll leave it to him. This sound, it's Boss Stone's footsteps. Boss Stone is coming back. Clock boy, it's time to retreat. TikTok mission complete. The compass return. For So Glad for the Dreamville, Clock Boy is invincible! End filming. So Glad Ambassador. Okay, that's that. And now I can technically finish it, right? The achievement Step across all so-glad floor tiles in all maps in the bubbly Clockboy commercial for Dreamjoy Memoir. Clockboy and his companions help Dreamjoy Memoir animators produce all of the extra stories.